Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It's Monday. It is October, 6th now already? That's crazy. October 6th, 2025. And it's 3:55 a.m. here in Chicago. Listen, I don't know who needs to hear this, but don't let people tell you to boil Fabuloso or boil any type of scented chemical. If you want to boil potpourri leaves or something like that, that's fine. But don't let people tell you to boil Fabuloso. I had to tell somebody that, 10 years ago. I don't know why people, and I don't know if it's just our people, but these so far are the only people I'm hearing it from. Stop telling people to boil fucking Fabuloso. That's a chemical. You don't just willy-nilly boil chemicals. They release toxic fumes. Sometimes they can even release peroxides, which can form explosives. And all of that information isn't always necessarily put on the bottle because they're assuming you're not taking the shit to boil it. They'll tell you don't drink it. They'll tell you, don't over inhale it. But I guess they don't think they need to tell you don't fucking put it over a pot of fire and boil it. And I'm seeing it too much. I just entered a chat. I caught the chat right before it was ending. And I just happened to see in the comment section, boil some Fabuloso. So I'm like, well, it's going to look weird that I'm now putting a comment, but I really did just enter the chat. I didn't even know the chat was ending. So I just put in the chat, you're not supposed to boil chemicals like that. They release toxic fumes. And it's like, why do you have to tell people this? And I guess people are thinking, well, I've been fine doing it all this time. Well, you've been fine doing it all this time, but one day there might be something in the air where you are. See, that's how chemicals work. Maybe all the times you boiled it, it was releasing toxic fumes, but maybe not at a certain amount that will knock you unconscious or that will form, peroxides or form explosives. But you never know. That situation may happen on a different day. You might have a different type of, vapors in the air. Maybe somebody just used oven cleaner, or maybe somebody just used a different chemical, and now you're boiling Fabuloso, and it's creating a more toxic environment than what happened in the past. Don't think just because you've been safe all this time, it's a safe practice. It's kind of like a Russian roulette, One day you might have it, at a certain flame, and another day it might be just a tad bit more flame. You might not even notice that it's a tad bit more flame. But it's actually enough to create a totally different scenario than what you've been lucky to experience before. Bottom line is, stop boiling Fabuloso. Why are you doing that? And it's like they have really nicely scented things that you can boil and you're safe. Again, potpourri and, all other types of things, If you really like the smell of Fabuloso that much, maybe you can turn it into a misticizer or something. Mix it with water or something, and then spray it in a certain area, and that scent will stay in the room. You can do that. That's safe, Mix it with a little bit of water, or even keep it as potent as it is, and have a certain area that you spray it on, even if it's on a piece of cardboard. Let's say you want to scent up the kitchen, you love the smell of Fabuloso. You can even spray the mist on a piece of cardboard that you hide behind, I don't know, something in the kitchen, and nobody even knows where the scent's coming from. Or you can even put the Fabuloso in a cup or something, and then sit it on the side. And whenever someone comes in the room, they'll smell it, But you get my point. Don't boil it. Do not boil those chemicals. Not just Fabuloso, but any chemical. Don't boil them. And again, toxic fumes, they don't work on your time. They work on their time. Just because they're not killing you now, they might be slowly fucking up your system. You never know. Just like people who, put cups, plastic cups, like if they go to I don't know, Starbucks, or I don't know, Dunkin' Donuts, and they're putting those plastic cups in the microwave. You don't know what kind of chemicals are leaching out of that plastic because you put it at a temperature that is no longer stable. And just because it's not killing you now, those leachables that are coming out of that plastic, it might be fucking you up over time. Don't think just because it didn't take you out right then and there, it won't take you out eventually, That's just how it works. But that's all. Have a good day, everyone.